Hi, ladies. I'm just at home now, relaxing. I took all my beautiful makeup off, cleaned my face. But I kind of wanted to pose a question to you, ladies, that's been running around in my brain. And my husband and I have been going back and forth about it, not arguing, just kind of like, okay, what do we really want to do? And I have no idea. So I kind of want to see what you ladies think. And I know there's some really smart and educated and well-rounded, down-to-earth women who are on Facebook and YouTube and stuff. So I kind of want to pose this question to everybody. Actually, two questions. The first question is whether or not I should go back to work right away after the baby. At first, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to work because I want to contribute. There's no way I'm not gonna work, blah blah blah. But closer to the baby getting here and everything, more and more I started thinking about being a stay-at-home mom very seriously. Um, my husband's one of those people that he believes his wife should contribute evenly to the household, and I totally agree. I don't believe in mooching on your husband and taking advantage of the fact that he can work and you can too, but you refuse not to or refuse to. Um, Being a military wife, I know a lot of wives who choose not to work on sheer selfishness. Their kids are like 7, 8, 9, 8, 10 years old. Um, they don't want to go back to school. They don't really want to do anything, just sit. And I figure you should contribute in some way. And when your husband comes home and if dinner's not cooked, the house isn't clean, and you still don't want to get a job, I think there's something wrong with that. That's my opinion. Again, there could be other dynamics going on in the house, but from what I hear from the husbands, it's frustrating. So I don't want my relationship to end up like that. I want to be even partners and I want to do even amount of work, whether that's in the home or outside of the home. So I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth. Uh, One other thing is if he deploys, one of us, I figure needs to be with the baby. Um, I think it's only fair that if my child's gonna miss out on its daddy for the first year of its life, that it should have mommy there 24/7. Um, you know, I grew up with a working mother and no father in the house, and I remember my mom gave up a lot to raise my sister and I, but so did we. And I think she did the best shit she could, to be honest. So I'm not judging my mom's choices whatsoever. Don't think that I am. But I remember getting dropped off at school or taking the bus to school and just being jealous of the kids whose parents and whose moms brought them and who's had breakfast, cooked for them. Um, Breakfast at our house was toast that we cooked real quick or nothing, because we didn't know how to cook. Because my mom wasn't at home yet, or still. Like, she had left, like, probably an hour before we got up to get ready for school. Then we went to the bus. And when we get home, she's not there. And it was a huge sacrifice being a single mother. So, being that, thank God, I don't have to face having a child alone. Um, kind of alone because my husband will possibly be deployed and be in the military for the next 8, 9, 10 years, maybe more. But um, I want my child to have what I didn't. But at the same time, I want my child to have what I did have. Um, a strong role model, food on the table, um, you know, strong values, a mom who, not only was a good person, but she looked good. My mom now, she's financially stable by herself, owns her own home, two cars, one's a dream Lexus, nice furnished house, beautiful carpets, painted wall, like all by herself. And no help whatsoever, no government help, no parent help, nothing. And I can honestly say none of my friends, even with two parents, none of my friends have that from their parents. And I'm not downing my friend's parents, so don't think I'm doing that. I'm just saying my mom was and is one of the greatest role models I think a girl or a woman could ask for. So coming from that household and that dynamic, it's hard for me to say I don't want to work. I want to raise my kid. Because, my mom didn't do that. So I'm kind of I'm confused. I want to do the right thing for me and I want to do the right thing for my child. And I know people that stay home and their kids go away after, college, then what? You get this empty nest syndrome and I don't know. Should I give up everything for my kids? My thing is, I'd be giving up a lot, but I'd be gaining so much. Because being there for my kids, I want that. Being able to cook dinner for my family and breakfast for my family, I want that. Being at my kids' uh, little recitals and stuff like that, I want that. I remember my mom only, high school, senior year, my mom only probably made it to like 3 games due to just being tired or something. And my sister and I, we didn't play that much anyway, but it was still cool when she came. It was awesome, actually. Um, you almost felt like it was your birthday when your mom showed up to your basketball games and you got to play even 30 minutes. I mean, 30 seconds? Doesn't matter. Who cares? So, yeah. So, what do you guys think? Stay at home or work? A lot of people say, well, you can work from home. Okay, how do I start that? I could really easily. I've always wanted to go to cosmetology school. I've told you guys that a couple times. And I think that if I were to stay home, I could easily do both. I could easily do it part time, like 5 to 9 or 5 to 8 at most cosmetology schools, and it takes a year and a half to finish, roughly, depending on what you're going for. I want to go for hair and makeup, uh, but I might just cut it down and just do hair, and it'd be a lot shorter of a program. Um, but that way, I can chase my dreams and possibly work from home when my kid is like 1 or 2. You know, the other question I posed is whether to stay here when he deploys or not. And I'm really confused about what to do with this one because I want stability. I want to be here. This is our home. We're going to upgrade our apartment to a 2 bedroom a month before the baby's due. So I want my child to have stability, and I need stability. I'm one of those people that gets unorganized when I'm moving too much, so I need stability. On the flip side, I've never raised a newborn by myself, and I know they say you can learn, but my family, his family is in California, and they would love. This is the first great grandchild and grandchild for our parents, great grandchild for our grandparents. So I would think that I should be with them to experience this with me. And also, we're all going to need support. This is my husband's first deployment. So, should I stay or should I go? I have no idea. I know I've read a lot of Army Wives websites saying there's no reason for you to go home when your home is where you're at or where you're stationed. But I totally agree with that. But on the flip side, it's like, how dare I strip that relationship from our family or from our families with my child? Because I know that having a grandchild and having a great grandchild is a big deal. And my grandparents and his grandparents aren't going to be here forever. So I don't want to, I don't want to strip that from them. But I also want to think of myself. I want to think of my child, and I want to be an adult and stay here. Also, flip side, if I go home, we can save his BH. My grandparents gave my sister and I their home, so we're just really pretty much paying the Mellow Roost or something like that. It's like land rent or some shit. Um, that's all, and I'm still paying it while I'm here. So when I go home, I have a house, actually, my room plus another extra room that could be the baby's room, plus a room I can store apartment stuff in. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Usually when I post questions on YouTube, I have a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna answer that for you," and they never do. But I seriously need answers. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just gonna hold all this stress in me. And right now, of course, being almost 5 months pregnant, I should not be stressing. But I want to do the right thing, and I don't want to regret it, and I don't want to. I feel like the decision's all mine. My husband's like, whatever you want to do. One thing he's kind of apprehensive about me working because I know he doesn't want me to just sit home and never go back to work, but that's not my plan at all. This is getting kind of long, but anyway, let me know what you guys think. Stay at home mom, working mom, or and also go home for deployment, stay here in Texas for deployment with the newborn. Let me know what you guys think. All right, bye.